Hello fellow Annihilators, I am the Annihilator and welcome back to Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney trilogy. And this is episode 12, and we're in the trial, so let's continue. I've actually got the music on this time, because I'm trying something different so that the music can be just a tiny bit lower because it's just so loud if I do it normally. So hopefully this will work. I'm praying that this will work. Okay, so, Mr. Manella here is, giving a testimony. Yeah, FWIW, I don't know what that means. We took a break, Ruffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12? I don't know. Not enough time for someone to, say, commit a murder in Studio 1. Lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Okay. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination. The break. Okay. What time was the break? Did he say before? I forget. What time exactly did you have this break? I'd say it was around 2:30 or so until 2:45. Isn't that when the murder took place? 2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Wasn't the monkey in the way? But it was only 15 minutes. Blah blah blah. Not enough time for someone to, say, commit a murder in Studio 1. Sure? Are you sure, you sure, you sure? Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, no, it is kind of impossible. But I always object, even if I don't have a solid reasoning. But it is impossible. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio at that time. Haha. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. Yeah, thought so. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio's mascot head. Ergo, when the people in this trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. Yep. Oh, it's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. I thought it was, but I thought maybe I just misread all the other bits. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I'd like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honour, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. A witness? Boy, you mean? Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. I need to get a gavel. I love gavels. Then I can whack it on the table, and it'd be even more authentic. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everybody in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we'll prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. You... Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Let's do this. October 19th, 11:15 AM. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. God, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. That's the best joke in this entire game. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? He's not gonna give it his name, as always. Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can pass me around. Edgeworth has no luck with getting his witnesses to speak their name. This is the best running joke of the game. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. Is having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. I was gonna give him the old lady's voice for a second there. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Okay. Something about bearded gentlemen. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He says he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. A new digital camera, Cody always carries it, though he is still learning how to use it. Okay. Very well. Cody, please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Okay, witness testimony. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that older lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way there for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. The court record says that you always have your camera on you though. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. I think that might be what I have to press him on. Present. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle, remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Witness's account. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to this one. And then I'm gonna present this one. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You're quite clear about that. Huh? That face is amazing. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney, no one should lie in court. What do you mean, a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? I haven't been giving the characters their voices in the statements because It's just easier to do without their voices. But outside of the statements, I'll do their voices. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well, please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Okay, witness testimony, what I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. I just said I wasn't gonna give them voices in the statements. Oh well. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham. Okay. Then the bad guy stopped moving. I'm gonna press him on that. I don't know why. Why? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slip, something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Press him harder because we need more details. Because really there's nothing to object to in that other statement. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. I don't know. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Do I have any evidence? Okay. I don't know. You couldn't watch it? I mean, a kid wouldn't want to watch someone be brutally murdered. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. Makes sense. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight, like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? We have ascertained that yeah, okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Maybe he was trying to take a photo? Because, it says that he's still learning how to use it. So maybe he was struggling to take a photo, which made him look away? Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey, Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Stop dotting. Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right, Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? About why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Okay, no photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Okay. Yeah, you're right. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. I'm gonna press him on this. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? So I held up my camera to take a picture. Okay, I'm gonna press him on this. I don't know why. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Oh, well, a person underground, and the Steel Samurai. Okay. Can I press him on this as well? That's all? Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture. I would've, once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? I don't really have anything else to do, so I'm gonna press him hard. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. I do? You took a picture. Hey. Bullseye? How did you know? I see all through your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Well, apparently, powers do exist because, well, mine's a medium, so it wouldn't be all that surprising. Wow, this feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? Okay, I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Are you sure? Can we look on the camera to see if he did erase them? Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't, it doesn't, it doesn't. Oops, that didn't go so well. Surely he would have put the photos in this Path to Glory thing. Because the Steel Samurai won. So I'm gonna present this. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, alright. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Yeah. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah. Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No way. What? Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. We have? And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... maybe the Steel Samurai didn't win? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no pictures in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Steel Samurai didn't win. I'm gonna say this one. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. I mean, them being blurry is a good reason too. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted these photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth, the bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way, no. It's impossible, the Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Lag. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. I suppose they could have switched the costumes. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? So Steel Samurai was the victim. Do you understand what really happened? It's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Quite a good twist. Order. So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everybody thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He's already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jackhammer left the employee area after lunch. However, nobody saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. You do? I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Ooh, what is it? What? Sure, show us quick. No way, man. Not if you're going to look at me like that. Now. Here, this is it. Okay, let's see. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we already know them in that photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. This? Present. I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual. I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all. Maybe you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright? Yes, please, Your Honor. Okay. I'm not sure. Well, the Steel Samurai has the spear. And if the Steel Samurai is the victim, then he wouldn't have the spear. Okay, nope, that's not it. Maybe this is what I need to do? Because it looks like a 2. And, well, he wasn't in Studio 2, was it? Your Honor, look at this. I think I'm right. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I used the studio guide map. But the body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Well, in Studio 2. Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path was blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. How did they move the body to Studio 1? As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Who knows? I'm suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder. Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. Well, he's dragging one leg, which we already said before, but it is evidence. Could be the sleeping pills, but we don't know that Jack Hammer had them. That's about it. I don't think I have proof. Okay, I'm gonna say I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised suddenly, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right there. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. They were found on a table in the employee area. I'm going to present this. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The table reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. The nut bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle? Both of these would probably work. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Cool. Is that it? This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal a steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Before, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. It's a really, really, really long one. Very well, court is adjourned. Okay, October 19th, 2:47 PM. Whew, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha, maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Ho ho, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Okay, To be continued. This is really the perfect time to end the episode. Yes, please, I would like to save my progress. I would like to save my progress. Oh, okay. And we will do the investigation in the next episode. If you liked this video, then please annihilate that like, share, and subscribe button. And if you want to see more like this, then I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!